Hey, what's going on there, guys? Nick here from Absolute MTG. Pre-release day 1 is over, and I have a booster box of Fate Reforged that we are going to be cracking open here on the channel. Unfortunately, I think the one pre-release is probably all I'm going to do. It was a blast. The limited for Fate Reforged is a whole lot of fun. I don't think the set's like really that amazing as far as just like the entire set for Constructed goes, but it's still pretty sweet for limited. I'm definitely going to draft a whole bunch of it. So, yeah, we have some packs of Fate Reforged here. So, yeah, let's crack on into it. If you guys have any experiences with the pre-release that you want to share, any cool stuff, sweet pulls, awesome stuff, anything like that, just leave it down in the comments below. I ended up pulling the White Mythic, which was absolutely stupid. So I was really happy about that. The Mentor, the Young Pyromancer, and then some. Well, three mana Young Pyromancer and then some. And so we have our flyer here, and we have our booster packs. So yeah, we're just kind of gonna do a speed run here, and just pretty much go for the rares. And if we pull any fetch lands, the fetch lands. So we'll see. I'm not massively excited for this set, but it's definitely still really sweet. So let's see. So our first rare is Palace Siege, 5 mana enchantment. As it enters the battlefield, choose Khans or Dragons. This one's the one where you can drain your opponent for 2 every turn, and then you gain some life. Now let's get some focus here. There we go. Kind of. There's a little bit of a glare, but either way, the background will be out of focus while we're opening these packs on up. All right. Skim through. And we have Arc Bond. Whenever the target creature that you choose is dealt damage, deals that much damage to each other creature and each player. It's kind of cool. Swiftwater Cliffs and a Spirit. Want to make sure that I'm not like way too tired to go over fetch lands whenever I clearly have fetch lands in the packs. Don't want to pull like a Dragon's Maze where I did that with like a Blood Crypt or something like that, and that's all that was in the comments was, hey, you missed that. Temporal Trespass, so our first mythic here. So Delve, 8 and 3 blue, take an extra turn after this one, exile Temporal Trespass. Scoured Barrens. Alright, pretty cool. It's pretty sweet. It's one of the cards that I wanted from the set, so happy about that. We can get a mentor master of the Jeskai stuff and making tokens. That'd be sweet too. That guy's a bro. So we have Siger the Golden Fang. Don't hate me for my pronunciations, I guess. Tranquil Grove. Yeah, it's Siger. To Siger? Oh, whatever. It's late, or early, I guess. But that is the 4 mana, put the top 2 cards of your library into your grave, then return a non-land card from your opponent's choice from your grave to your hand. Interesting, I suppose. Wild Slash, and Mardu Strike Leader, 3/2 for 3. We have another Spirit. Whenever it attacks, put a 2/1 black warrior creature token onto the battlefield. It has dash for 4. Card's pretty sweet. I don't think it's really going to be that constructed playable. If the dash wasn't that much, or even if it was like a 2-drop or something like that, it'd be much more sweet. But even as a 3-drop, like I don't think the card's completely out of the realm of being playable. I think it's just kind of awkward in the 3 mana spot. So we have Kolgon, the Storm's Fury, so the red-black dragon, legendary. Whenever it attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until the end of the turn, and it has a dash cost. And we have a foil island. Oh yeah! Dismal Backwater and a Spirit. Alright, so we'll make like a separate pile or something. We need to go faster through this. Like the one thing about box opening videos is like, yeah, they're really sweet, and people like love watching them for the most part, me including. But like, I don't like whenever it just takes like forever. So we have Flame Wake Phoenix here, and Windscarred Crag. But I think, like, for the most part, that, I don't know, like, I just want to kind of go fast through these packs. Like, even just me, as me opening packs, I just want to get to the rares really quick anyway. Alright, we have Archfiend of Depravity. So that's the 5/4/4/5 flying. Each opponent sacks down to 2. And a foil Destructor Dragon. That's pretty sweet. Kind of sweet looking. And a Jungle Hollow and a insert. Alright. No fetch lands. I think it's like 1 in 20 or something. I don't even know if that's a real ratio, but what I've been hearing is like 1 in 20 for when you pull them. So, we'll go with that, unless somebody can correct me. Sandstep Mastodon. It looks like we have another foil in here. 5/5 for 7, reach whenever it enters, bolster 5. And a foil Crux of Fate. Wow, that symbol is really weird. Wow, that's really, really weird. That symbol is really dark. Huh. I wonder if it's supposed to be like that. It looks like it's double stamped over. That's really weird. I mean, because the other ones... Yeah, no, that's definitely, like, kind of misprinted. So that's... I mean, that's sweet. Alright. And Rugged Highlands. So our Mastodon's there. That's definitely not supposed to be like that, so that's cool. Huh. It's definitely the weirdest foiling I've seen on a card so far, I think. And we have Flame Rush Rider, 3/3 for 5. Whenever it attacks, put a token on the battlefield, tapped and attacking. That's a copy of another target attacking creature. Exile it at the end of the combat. Well, that's kind of sweet, actually. 5 mana, it's not massively playable, though, but it's cool. I like the effect. I mean, a lot of these cards are just really good for limited. Like, I like the way that they structure the limited format around it. I mean, some of these cards are going to be playable. Like, Crux of Fate has a definite possibility of being playable. The Phoenix also has the ability... I don't think we even read that card whenever we got to it, but that's another one. It's like Flying Haste, attacks each turn if able with Ferocious. You can pay red and return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. If you control a creature with power for 4 or greater, you may pay 1 red. It's at the beginning of combat, though. But I mean, either way, like, that's still just really good. For a 3-mana 2/2 flyer. And Neutralizing Blast. And we have Mob Rule. So that's their red. Choose one, gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater, untap them. With power 3 or less, untap them, then gain haste. That's kind of cool. And a foil Douse in Gloom. Tranquil Cove, and a Warrior. That's kind of cool. We'll go over the rest of the stuff once we get to the end of it. We're through like 12-ish packs. I don't know how many were actually there. I want to say that it might not have been 12, but it kind of looks like it was 12. I don't know. Close enough. I mean, it's like 6 in the morning, so... I don't know. Dromoka, the Eternal. Dromoka. So the white and green legendary dragon. And Wooded Foothills, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And a Spirit. Alright, very nice. We do have our Foothills here. We'll see how many of them we can actually get. I think the most I probably pulled out of Dragon's Maze as far as Shocklands go was like 3. So, I don't know. It was either like 2 or 3, something like that. We have Scroll of the Masters, and I almost am certain that I haven't seen this card before. Artifact for 2, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lure counter on it. 3, tap, target creature you control gets +1/+1 for each lure counter on it. That's kind of cool. Dismal Backwater, and insert. EDH playable? Really cool. Sometimes I just like to be honest with these cards as far as like constructed playability goes. I know some people really like that, some people don't. I don't know. Yasova Dragonclaw, the trample, pay 3 and gain control of a creature with power less than the Yasova's power, and untap it gains haste. Scour Baron. Very cool card. I mean, it's a 4/2 for 3, so the creep is real. It has trample as well, but being able to just take things that are smaller than it. That's like another card that's kind of hard to size up, just because it's like, yeah, you can take things like, is it power equal to, or, no, it's just power less than, so like coursers and stuff. We have a Atarka World Render. So the green and red. Flying trample. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike until the end of the turn. It's kind of really good. Another Tranquil Cove. And if you guys are wondering what I pulled out of my Ugins pack, it was a Jeering Instigator. I actually didn't film it or anything like that. I don't think anybody pulled the actual Ugin out of it. At least not that I could see. Nobody flipped out about it at the shop, so I'm assuming nobody did. Shamanic Revelation. So 5 mana source, redraw a card for each creature you control. Gain 4 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. Not really amazing. Bloodfell Caves and another Spirit. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this set. I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like it's underwhelming, but like it's usually like the middle set's not really that amazing. It's always like the first and the last sets that are just really sweet. Sage Eye Avengers, 6 mana, 4/5 prowess. Whenever it attacks, you can bounce a creature to its owner's hand with power less than the Sage Eye's power. That's pretty cool. Tranquil Cove again. And it's like, did we just get like a bunch of these in a row? I feel like we did. I'll go a little bit faster through here. Lifeform's pretty sweet. Then we have Silumgar, the Drifting Death. I haven't practiced my pronunciations for these cards. So, the blue and black legendary creature dragon. Rugged Highlands and a warrior. So that's the one where whenever a dragon control attacks, it doom wakes the field. -1/-1. To all of your, to all the creatures that defending player controls. It's really annoying. A lot of people had that. A lot of people pulled that. Enforcers, Sabertooth, Dragon, Warden of the First Tree. Nice. We have the mythic here. So 1/1 for 1 green, and it's kind of a pseudo Figure of Destiny, but not really as good. 2 mana, split white or black. It becomes base power 3/3. Then it has Trample and Lifelink for 4, and then it gets 5+1/+1s for 6. Yeah, so not really Figure of Destiny, but kind of. I mean, it was designed like the same way, but it's a cool card nonetheless. It's really, really cool. Alright, so a Citadel Siege. 4, so you can either, at the beginning of your combat, of your turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, or tap target creature that player controls. Either way, that seems pretty good. And we have a monk. Well, might as well pull those out. Still have some packs to go, though. This is like the most satisfying way to end the day, especially when you've had a really long day as well. We have another Dramaka. That's kind of cool. So you get the bolster too, every time it attacks. Every time a dragon attacks, rather. Go for that tribal dragons, though. 5-color tribal dragons. Reprint Cavern of Souls, please. Hero's Blade, Dragon Rage, Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. So the storage counter card. You can put a storage counter on it for 1, or tap, remove X storage counters from it. Add X mana in any combination of any colors to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate abilities of dragons. Why did I just ask for Cavern of Souls and get a pseudo cavern for dragons? Oh wow, that's really weird. Ooh, Force of Will? Is that how this works? Do I ask for Force of Will and get something close to it? I can ask for Pyrokinesis and get a card that's kind of Pyrokinesis, but not as good. There's definitely a card that deals 4 damage distributed how you want among targets, but it doesn't let you exile a red card out of your hand instead of paying its mana cost. Force of Will? No. Another Dragon Claw. I guess that's kind of like Force of Will? Not really at all, though. Scoured Barrens and a Spirit. The Dragon Claw is pretty sweet, though. It's one of my more noted cards out of the set as far as anything goes. The fact that it's a legendary creature kind of sucks, though. I mean, I want to just stack a bunch of them, but... we have Supplement Form. 6 mana, return a dude to its owner's hand. You put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of said bro. Dismal Backwater. And off to the third column. And we have Wild Call, and we also have a foil in here. So manifest the top card of your library, then put X +1/+1 counters onto it, X and double green. And a Jeskai Sage. Cool, cool. The Scar Barons and a Spirit. Packs are packs, and we have some of them. Whisperwood Elemental, another mythic. Very nice. 4/4 for 5. At the beginning of your end step, manifest the top card of your library. Sacrifice it, and until the end of your turn, until the end of the turn, face up non-token creatures you control gain. When this creature dies, manifest the top card of your library. I remember kind of losing my poop over this card. Like, the card's really sweet, so I don't know. I just want to think that this card's really good, and it definitely seems like it's very good, so pretty nice. And we have a foil Rally the Ancestors, so another foil rare here. Noise. And Jungle Hollow and a Manifest. So the Rally the Ancestors is returning dudes with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile them at the beginning of the next upkeep, and exile Rally the Ancestors. They don't gain haste or anything, though, so that's... it's kind of, you know, stuff. But, I mean, that's cool nonetheless. I mean, getting to return a bunch of dudes. If you're playing with ETB abilities, like, that's just really awesome. Or even just trying to manipulate blocks on your opponent's turn or anything like that. We have another Supplement Form and a foil, Abzan Runemark. The foils look really good. Outside of our Crux of Fate. Thornwood Falls. Actually, the Crux of Fate looks really sick anyway, so I can't even be mad that it's like a misprint of the foil marking, the clan marking on it. And Frontier Siege. So you either are going to be getting green at the beginning of each of your main phases, or whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you can have it fight target creature you don't control. And a foil Break Through the Line, and a Polluted Delta. Yes! Alright, so we have 2 of these. Nice. Is it bad that I'm getting more excited about these than Mythics? Probably, but, I mean, even still, like, me just pulling more fetch lands, that's awesome. But yeah, Frontier Siege, this card's pretty cool. Like, I explained it in one of the intro packs, like, just, yeah, Hornet Queen and just have fun with Dragon on your choice. But yeah, Delta and a, whatchamacallit, Foothills so far. Crux of Fate, regular one. And a Dismal Backwater. Alright, so 2 out of 36, at least, are fetches. I mean, that's not bad. I've literally opened boxes of cons where I've only gotten like 3 fetches, so pulling 2 out of this is kind of sweet even still. Like, I've had some bad cons boxes. I've had some really good ones where I've pulled like 6 to 8 fetches, but like sometimes, I don't know, it just happens. We have Monastery Siege and Blossoming Sands. So it's the blue one, and it's only 3, so this one's like the cheapest one. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card, then discard a card. Alright, so it makes you loot. Spells your opponents cast that target you or a permanent you control cost 2 more to cast. Huh. It's interesting. I like it. I definitely like it. That's, I'll say that. It looks cool. What else do we have? We have another Rally, Swiftwater Cliffs, and a Monk. Alright. That's cool. And a couple more packs to go here. Cool rares nonetheless. It's a lot of fun stuff. Ujutai's Soul of Winter, Thornwood Falls, and a Warrior. So we have like one of each of the dragons so far, I think? Something like that? Yeah, I guess like one of each of them. So the dragon is the Frost Titan? Is that what it does? I think. Yeah, Frost Titan's a permanent. So that's pretty cool. I know a couple people pulled it, but I didn't actually see one or play against one in action, so I guess I'm kind of happy about that. The card's pretty good and limited if you can get it off. We have Outpost Siege. So, exile the top card of your library at each upkeep. Until the end of the turn, you may play that card, or whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player. It's kind of interesting. Jungle Hollow. You have like what, 2 packs? 2 packs? 3 packs. Alright. This is pretty cool so far. I mean, we pulled like what, 3 mythics? All of them, were all of them green? No. We had the draw, or no, the take an extra turn. We had the Warden and the other green mythic. We have Mastery of the Unseen. Enchantment for 2. Whenever a permanent you control is turn face up, you gain 1 life for each creature you control. That's kind of cool. 4 mana manifest the top card of your library. And Rugged Highland. I think I've managed to successfully not miss any Blood Crypts out of this box. So, we're good on that. Don't worry. Alright, Dragon Scale General. 2, 3 for 4 at the beginning of your end step. Bolster X, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. Wow, that's actually pretty good. I mean, for limited, but I mean, I actually like this card a whole lot. Thornwood Falls and a Manifest. And 1 more pack. Is Ugin in here? Are you in here, bud? Come on. Just come on. Come on out. I know you're in here. No, we have to ask for Cavern of Souls, apparently, and then we get the storage land. Alright, let's see. Sage's Reverie, Blade, Lightform, and a Frontier Siege. That's not quite a Ugin, but it's a cool card nonetheless. So, enchantment for gives you mana or makes a Hornet Queen a bigger problem for you. And Bloodfell Caves. So, fortunately, only 2 fetch lands out of here, but honestly, I can't be mad about boxes, like, ever. I think I've gotten past that point where I would actually be mad at, like, the pulls of any box for any reason. Like, I don't know. It's always just fun to open up packs either way. So, like, even if my boxes are completely garbage, which, I mean, sometimes they are, I still have a lot of fun opening them either way. I like to just kind of stay positive about it. Yeah, so just to kind of quickly thumb through the cards that we have here. We have the Delta. For Whisperwood Elemental was one of the mythics. We have the Crucible. Warden. Foothills. Archfiend's pretty sweet too. I wish we got some of the Delve guy. The Delve guy's really sweet. The Flamewake Phoenix is pretty cool. I really like the Strike Leader. Say what you will, I actually like that guy. Temporal Trespass is really sweet too. Palace Siege is kind of cool too. I wish it wasn't 5 mana. If it wasn't 5 mana, I would probably be more inclined to try to play it in Constructed. But, I mean, most times whenever I say Constructed, it's more so gearing towards like Standard. Because a lot of these cards are going to impact Standard before they're going to impact Modern. And if they would impact Modern or Legacy, like you would just see it from a mile away. Like cards like Treasure Cruise and Swift Spear. Like those people could see fairly easily that they would impact the format like Modern or Legacy. Yeah, but like the more noteworthy stuff, I guess, that we pulled is the Foothills, the Delta, Elemental, Warden, Strike Leader that I just really like and just have a soft spot for. The Flamewake Phoenix, Trespass, which I want to say that this card's good. It seems very good, but I don't know, we'll see. I just don't like that it's triple blue. That's like the only thing that I don't like about the card. If it was like double blue, that'd be sweet. And like in most decks, like in Legacy, you don't really want to be even just playing the triple blue as it is anyway, on top of like the Delving 8. Like I don't even think the Delving 8's the problem. I think it's just the fact that it's triple blue on top of the Delving 8 that makes it just kind of like an awkward card for some formats. But is it cool for Standard? Hell yeah. Like it I just want to play cards that let me take extra turns. Temporal Mastery was a hell of a card for a little bit. Definitely played it as a one-of, so this is definitely a card that I would just play as a one-of in like a Planeswalker heavy deck, like Esper Control Planeswalkers or something like that. Just Value Town Ashiok. And yeah, we pulled some fetch lands. So the fetch lands is being able to pull them is always just kind of like some silver lining on top of like having some new cards to actually be able to play with. And the Dragon Cycle looks pretty sweet too. The dragons actually play out pretty sweet. So yeah, we have that. What do we have for foils? We have some foil things. We have some foil rares. I mean, that's noteworthy. We have the Rally the Ancestors, Crux of Fate with very weird stamping. And I think that's it. And then an island that's just really shiny. All of these are really shiny. I think I might blind myself if I look into this way too much. But this Crux, it's something. It's certainly something. So yeah, that pretty much completes our Fate Reforged box opening here. Thank you guys for joining me and sitting through. If you sat through the entire thing, I appreciate that. Yeah, my pre-release was a whole lot of fun. I had a blast. I always have a blast with the pre-releases. Wizards of the Coast pretty much always makes it a fun experience for everybody, or at least they try their damnedest to actually achieve that. Yeah, let me know how your pre-release went. Leave it down in the comments below. Experiences, pools, and whatnot. Sick plays, sick rips for kids, whatever. Just leave it down in the comments below. Let me know, get some interaction in there. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of Fate Reforged stuff coming in the very near time here, very soon. I guess like it's going to probably be like 2 weeks full of just Fate Reforged opening and whatnot. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me here. I hope your pre-release was as fun for you as it was for me. And until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and peace out.